the LG V20 user here, and today I'm doing the video about the Nexus 6P. So I'm on phoneinternet.com here. So if you guys have earned the Nexus 6P in the past, you guys will be getting a little reward for their Bootloop initials on the phone. So this is pretty cool for those of you who own the Nexus 6P. So yeah, so it says that Nexus 6P owners started receiving up to $400 in boot looping settlement proceeds. Alright. So y'all guys know that the Nexus 6P was made by Huawei. The phone got released a few years ago. Nice looking phone and pretty good specs for its time. But the Nexus 6P had boot looping issues. Like the LG flagships, the Nexus 6P had boot looping issues, and so there you go. If you guys was a part of the class action lawsuit, you guys got a bit of a reward here. Alright, so let's check this out. Alright. If you guys want to check out my video on the LG's boot looping settlement, I will put a link to that in the card on the right of the screen. Let's check it out. So yeah. Thus says that if you own the Nexus 6P and took part in the class action lawsuit against Google and Huawei, you might be happy to learn that the proceeds of the subsequent $9.75 million settlement are now being dispersed. Those who purchased the device brand new between September 29th, 2015 and May 3rd, 2019. So if you guys purchase a brand new Nexus 6P from September 29th, 2015 to May 3rd, 2019, you guys will be eligible for this. It says we're eligible to file a claim. According to Android Police, customers who had no issues with their Nexus 6P are receiving the email payments of $29.11. On the other hand of the spectrum, $400 payments are being disseminated to those who suffered issues with both boot looping and sudden shutdowns. Wow. So yeah, that's unfortunate that the Nexus 6P had issues, but it happens. Like I said, it's like the LG boot looping issue. LG has settled their boot looping case already. So boot looping is caused when the phone is turned on and continues a never-ending cycle, booting up and shutting down, never allowing the user to get past the boot screen. In addition, many Nexus 6P users noticed that the battery on their devices was draining much too fast, leading the fence to abruptly shut down. The suit was filed in April 2017, with Google blamed for issues related to the phone's software and Huawei's blamed by the plaintiffs for problems related to the handset's hardware. For those of you who don't remember Google's Nexus devices, they were a series of Android phones and tablets that ran a stock version of the operating system and were first in line to receive Android updates. Google would design, develop, market, and support the Nexus devices, while the manufacturer would be responsible for some of the development and all of the manufacturing. The HTC-made Nexus 1 was released in January 2010. That was the first Nexus. Was the Nexus 1 by HTC. Other manufacturers to have made Nexus phones and tablets include LG, Motorola, Asus, and Samsung. So there you go. The Nexus 6P was one of two Nexus models released in 2015. The less expensive Nexus 5X was manufactured by LG, and like I said, LG flagships had this boot looping issue. The Nexus 5X also suffered that boot looping issue as well. So, two Nexus devices suffered this boot looping issue: the Nexus 6P and the Nexus 5X. Even though LG offered full refunds to customers who purchased the device only to see it turn into a paperweight in April 2017, a class action settlement was reached in early 2018. I did a video about that. If you guys want to check it out, like I said, card will be on the right side of the screen. Nexus 5X owners were given the option to receive $700 towards the purchase of a new LG phone or $425 in cash. That was the settlement for the LG bootlooping issue. You had a choice of $700 toward the new LG phone or get $425 in cash. Okay. So they settled that LG settled their the settlement. The LG settled their bootlooping issue. They settled that in 2018, right? So here's a like a proof up here. So if you guys were a part of that class action lawsuit, you guys will be getting $29.01. If your friend had both the bootlooping issue and the sudden shutdown, you guys will get up to $400. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It says just the other day, checks were sent out to owners of the original Pixel models that had faulty microphones due to hairline cracks in the solder. Members of this class will receive up to $500 from Google as part of a $7.25 million settlement, which made the situation so frustrating for Pixel owners was the replacement units were sent out by Google also had the same problems with their microphone. Okay. So y'all guys can see the specs on the Nexus 6P right here. This one has been discontinued. The last update I got was Android 8.1 Oreo. So there you go. So if you guys have owned the Nexus 6P and you guys got it from September 29, 2015 till May 3rd, 2019, you guys will be receiving some cash. You guys will be receiving some cash in this lawsuit here. If you guys are under Nexus 6P, if you guys purchase the Nexus 6P within that time frame, and like I mentioned in that article, you guys are entitled to a reward here. If you guys had the bootlooping issue and the sudden shutdown on the Nexus 6P, you guys can get up to $400. So yeah, this is pretty cool. And it looks like Google and Huawei are settling their bootlooping issue for the phone. It's a nice phone. It was a nice phone. It was a pretty good spec phone for its time. But the phone's been discontinued, and that's still a nice phone. You could probably play Android Pie on there, maybe Android 10, maybe on the phone. Honestly, about that. So if you guys have a Nexus 6P, y'all guys should start receiving like emails and checks and stuff like that from the Nexus 6P bootlooping lawsuit. So if you guys were a part of that, you guys will be in for a reward. So pretty cool there. That's pretty much it right there, guys. So if you guys enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, guys. If it helps me out a lot, please rate, comment, subscribe. Thank you very much for watching my video, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.